In eastern Ukraine, at least one civilian was wounded and a residential house was damaged after it was struck by Ukrainian weaponry in Donetsk. According to Denis Pushilin, who is the Russian-appointed head of the region, the residents had to be evacuated through windows after a staircase inside the building was destroyed. So far, there has been no reaction from Kyiv. Donetsk, which has been under pro-Russian control since 2014 and was formally annexed by Moscow in 2022 in a move condemned as illegal by most UN member states, has seen repeated shellings over the years with civilian casualties reported. Russia currently controls nearly three-quarters of the Donetsk region, along with most of Luhansk and parts of Zaporizhia and Crimea as well. Let's listen into what the residents had to say.
Сидела в кресле, вспышка и взрыв. Все. Вот это, что я помню.
Mr. John Rossomando joins us on the broadcast. Mr. Rossomando, I have to understand from you, what do you make of the current situation as far as Russia and Ukraine are concerned and the continuing attacks by both sides? Where does that really take us as far as talks are concerned?
Well, I think the talks are really in a stalemate because neither side wants to give. And the Ukrainians don't want to concede the territory occupied by Russia. And the Russians want to get as much on the ground as they can to get the upper hand in the peace talks.
Right. Mr. Rossomando, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX World. In other news, France's new Prime Minister, Sébastien Lecornu, has called for policy changes in political creativity as he officially took oath on Wednesday amid mounting unrest across the country. Speaking at the handover ceremony in Paris, Lecornu, the fifth Prime Minister under President Emmanuel Macron in less than 2 years, said his government must be ready to change not just in form or method, but in substance. Listen in.
Il va falloir aussi changer, être sûrement plus créatif, parfois plus technique, plus sérieux dans la manière de travailler avec nos oppositions. J'aurai l'occasion d'y revenir, on vient d'en parler très longuement tous les deux. Mais je le dis aussi, il va falloir des ruptures. Et pas que sur la forme, et pas que dans la méthode, des ruptures aussi sur le fond.
Lecornu's appointment comes during the height of the nationwide Block Everything protests, which have sparked widespread disruption and nearly 200 arrests. Among the unrest, a bus was set on fire in Rennes, though authorities have confirmed it was empty when protesters blocked it. Reuters has verified the incident through video and satellite imagery, with French media reporting on the aftermath. Moving on, China's defense minister says China is opposing infringement and provocation by certain countries, including deliberate instigation by countries outside the South China Sea. He warns against any violations and urges respect for each nation's core interests. China remains committed to maintaining peace and stability in the region and calls for equal, peaceful and stable military ties amongst all countries operating in the South China Sea. During talks with U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Dong has stressed that efforts to contain, deter or interfere with China will be futile, underscoring the need for a respectful and cooperative China-U.S. relationship. In other news, heavy smoke rises over Western Ghats